Hello and welcome back to Prison Architect. In this episode we could potentially be executing one of our death row inmates, something we're going to have to keep an eye on. We have just received another new one. I think they might actually even still be on the bus. Not sure. Yeah, there we are. Paul Young, our fearless, whatever he's called, inmate that is going to death row inmate. There we go, got there in the end. Sentenced to 58 years for multiple crimes, including murder, torture, and grievous bodily harm. Sounds like a pleasant chap. Murder, torture, grievous bodily harm, rape, torture. Plead not guilty. Everyone always pleads not guilty in this game. Are there ever any of my inmates that plead guilty to their potential crimes? Still, the dogs are very sure that there are tunnels here, but as of yet they've not been uncovered. I think the plan was to do a... Yes, that's right. The plan was to do a shakedown once we get to midnight roughly, as there have just been some riots in the prison recently. Now how come our guards are not available? Why is that? Probably because we've got 31 prisoners awaiting solitary confinement and we've got a few dead prisoners going around. That's probably why. I'm sure that that will fix itself soon enough. We've also got these prisoners all arriving as well, so yeah, I'm not surprised actually that they are all tied up. Now we also wanted to start planning out this section as well, possibly even start building this one. We can certainly put these prison cells that are going around the side in, as they are just getting copied from here and here. Clone. See how far along can we get. We can do 2 at a time. We can do that one later. We can then also copy these ones as well. Put these in here. Might even be worth just putting these into the cell block above as well. In fact, I think I'm actually just going to do that, as it looks about the same width. Maybe that one's slightly wider, but yeah, we can just put these straight in. Saves some work of having to plan out what we're going to do there. Does that fit in? Actually, we can just do that and then have a solitary cell there. Does that work here as well? It does. Right, back to cloning these ones again. So yeah, we can put that here as well and just have a solitary at the end. This is now using up quite a bit of that cash. Every time $2 grand to put these cells in. but it will be worth it in the end. Please, can you uncover where the the tunnels are? Not just putting the flags down, but actually unearthing the tunnel. If you're that sure that there's one there, please find it. Now potential capacity is flying up at the moment. We'll actually increase the speed a little bit. And then we need to plan out how this area is going to look. So we want to be having a gap of 2. And then we want this to be split in half. So how long even is it? I didn't check. 15. That's right, isn't it then? 7 on each side. And how does that compare with these? Quite a bit different. So I reckon just putting some mega cells on each side. How wide is this one? 5, yeah. So we're going to have some massive cells. How big's... Oh, it's not what I wanted to press. How big's this area? 38. I don't know how to divide that up. I'll just put these in like so, and then check the various lengths, see how they compare. So we've got 9, 9, 9, 8. Irritating, but I reckon that will have to do. We can put the store in, and they can have some nice large solitary cells, to be honest. Solitary. Make that solitary as well. Put doors in. And then get our pipes put in. And then, yeah, because of how we've done this, we're going to have to put some pipes just up there to get to the other toilet. And same along here as well. Don't have to worry too much about this one or this one, they're going to be fine. Same here as well, because of how close they are to the large pipe. But it's up here that we may have to put in a few lengths of pipe like so. And then do that as well, because we are definitely going to we're definitely going to want the showers and toilets to be, what's happened there, autosave getting in the way. Yeah, we want the toilets and the showers to be right at the front. That's sort of become the standard build that we do in these prisons at the moment. Okay, Still the daily cash flow not looking so healthy. That is a lot of stuff in that storage room. Holy moly. Seems like they're using all the storage rooms. Delivery's full as well. Yeah, we're going to need some solitary cells up here as well, just so that our prisoners don't have to be taken to the solitaries right at the bottom of the game. And we could put some here potentially. It's probably quite a good place to put a few. We also need to have some paths going in. Paving stones here. Should help speed them up a little bit. Paving stones as well across here. And also going up to our forest. Can't forget about our little forestry area. And then yeah, may put some solitary cells in here, so I'm not totally ready to put the paths in. Although I'm sure that they could just be built over. Couple of early releases coming in. Get all that cash, and it's now getting close to when all of our prisoners are put back into their cells. So we need to get ready to do our shakedown. We can then just leave this getting built for now. It's quite good to do it in stages, just so that the workers aren't overfaced by a massive build, I suppose, but always having something for them to be doing is a good idea. You can hear someone kicking off. Plenty of things packed up over here, ready to be exported. Loads of cash to be made there then, I hope. I wonder if it would be a good idea to have a sniffer dog going next to all of the entrances. It probably would be, actually. Dog patrol. Let's have one here. I might just catch a few more things there, and we'll have one here as well. If we put it along here, yeah, we'll put it along here. Can potentially catch some tunnels then as well. Where else would we want one? Up here. Let's see. Stolen from. So yeah, you can see all this stuff that's been made. Like, look how widespread all this stuff goes. You can see so much as it is found down here, but still at the same time a lot of it makes its way really far around the prison, getting through several different metal detectors. It probably actually makes sense to have metal detectors at the entrance to each of the cell blocks. I reckon that's something that's going to get put in now, to be honest. Got that cell block, that one. Because yeah, if it makes it into the prison, then we want to catch them when they go into their cells with it. That makes sense. See, that's all those cells then done. We don't really need them here, as we've got plenty in there. Same, we got that one sorted. Should have one here. And we then want them for our cell blocks up here. And then we just need to connect them up. They should already really be connected up. So just wait and see if they need additional help in getting connected up or not. And it's got to midnight, so let's start our shakedown. There's a lot of stuff that has to get searched. 3,055. So our prison staff have a lot of work cut out for them. You can already see the amount of stuff that they found. Quite a bit worth finding. And so yeah, just doing this because of the riots the other day, with the prisoners just not caring about any of the structures that have been put in place in our prison. They'll have nicked a load of different items from here, there and everywhere. And we'll just see the number that need to go to solitary increasing dramatically over this period of time. It's actually going down at the moment. Just as long as our gang leaders are not discovered with anything. Ah, here is that tunnel. And it's rather huge. There we go. It's the end of their fun. And some of them were in quite nice cells as well, so they'll have to make their way over here, please. Fair play to them, nice try. I still don't see why they, why they go around there. Is that where the water pipe is? Yeah, it's where the water pipe is. That's why. That's why they try to dig out that way. But I mean, yeah, no, they should just be trying to dig out, along here. That would make more sense, and then they can incorporate some of these prisoners as well. They're not thinking out their escape very well, are they? They need to do better. Might actually be worth getting a few more guards in here. Let's hopefully get through the shakedown a little bit quicker. So, one of our prisoners nicked a taser. That's the last thing that we need. Prisoners attacking our prison officers with tasers. Oh dear. It's actually taking quite a bit of time for our workers to get this stuff built. Probably because they got to go all the way over here to the storage facility. It's taking ages for our officers to get through this shakedown. Now our capacity is looking pretty good for everything apart from the maximum security. Need to get a few of them let out on parole. But medium security is almost double what we're currently holding. So we should soon consider increasing our intake of prisoners to a higher level, but to be honest, I want to get this minimum security cell block put in place first, just so that, you know, we're up to 200 capacity for the minimum. Oh, another tunnel's been discovered. Where's this one going then? Not very far at all, apparently. The number of prisoners awaiting solitary isn't actually that high, to be honest. Even with all of this stuff being found. This is possibly the biggest haul of stuff that we found from a shakedown. I think it's understandable as to why. And now our prisoners are waking up 4 o'clock in the morning, nice and early. But hopefully they get all this stuff sorted out rather quickly, as it can be a little bit of a hassle when all the prisoners are awake. We do actually need to connect up our metal detectors. Wait, how? Maybe that's never been connected up properly then. That one. What else needs to be connected up? Down here? Surely they should be having door servos on them. Okay, I'm not surprised about this one, to be honest. Where else? So all of them then connected up right. now getting down to the last places to be searching. They've got all of this corner to be searching still. They're making their way through. Mostly it's poison that they've been finding. I mean, I do wonder if, you know, when they have it in the cleaning cupboard, if the staff take it. I mean, these ones have been kept there. Makes sense to just leave them in there, doesn't it? We need to put a bin in this cleaning cupboard as well, though. "31 prisoners arriving." I think that's a reflection on how many of our prisoners are being released on parole. No, are you joking? Which one? Why have you gone out? Which one even is that that's gone out? So I get the impression that it was literally balanced right on the edge, and it's just been pushed over the edge there. So maybe we should dismantle this utility here and prioritize that. Oops. Control, left click. And then we want to be putting some electrical cables into here. But please hurry up and dismantle them. And now there's going to be no way they're going to finish off that shakedown. So let's end that there. Oh no, please hurry up and get all this sorted out. How much is going out? Jeez. Just from putting in our last little bits of electricity cable. Also, all the water has stopped. Is that because the water needs electricity? Oh my days! Please hurry up and get this done. Please get this done quickly. Workers, the only thing you need to be doing right now is getting up there done. Oh yeah, also all the doors are going to be manually opened now. Yeah, are you going to dismantle those electrical cables? Okay, now with that done, let's try switching the power back on. Please. No. And they're rioting now. He's staying on. So it's not like there's a conflict with something else, is there? It must just be because it has run out of power. So if we dismantle it here actually as well, and then we can take on this prison with this power station. Please, I want to get this fixed before switching it off, as this is quite the disaster at the moment. Worker, put you here. Dismantle it. Dismantle it. Please, worker. Yes, you got no job. Dismantle it. Okay, he's there anyway. So with that done, now let's try to switch the power back on. Please work. There we go. Lovely. And now we can connect this back up with this power supply. And hold the phone. Leader being punished. It's probably because he started kicking off when there was no power. Yeah, they all started kicking off. As soon as the power went out, they were all like, alright, here we go lads, let's cause some destruction. I don't even think there's enough space to put all of them into solitary. Come on, fix the electricity over there please. I should probably be prioritizing the building these electricity cables to make sure they get done. Danger decreasing. Is that because they let him out? I hope that's the case. Let's look, gangs. Yep, so they did manage to evict the gangs from the common areas over there. The number of gang members is increasing rather a lot. That's all built. Everything's back to normal. Nothing now to worry about. Everything's all hunky-dory in the prison again. I can't believe it was just, you know, a couple of little metal detectors which essentially set the whole thing off. See, they're still installing that electrical cable there, and this one needs to be installed as well. Okay. that is going to conclude that episode. Everything all back to normal. Everything set up, ready for the next episodes. There you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.